Good afternoon, everyone. The tracks for the TRX4Ms are here and they are available for sale. So let's dive into some details and take a look at them. First and foremost, for those of you who may not be aware, I make tracks for the SCX24, and when I saw Traxxas was coming out with a similarly scaled model, I just knew I had to build a set of tracks for these as well. So these are all 3D printed. They're very similar to the design for the SCX24. Of course, there are differences to let them interfere with the axles and not roll over themselves. The outside track is just printed out of a TPU flexible material, and all the rest of it is printed out of a PLA material, which I've found has held up best out of anything that I can print efficiently for these. So what we have here is just a main cog that is directly bolted to your axle shaft, so that spins and drives the track. And then we have 4 runners on either side, so large ones up front and then smaller ones towards the rear or the center of the vehicle, depending on the front or rear track. So I wanted to show you guys, to install these, it is very, very simple. I will be including one of these little nut drivers, just 3D printed with every kit that I sell on my store. You just stick it in there, use the same factory wheel nut, and it's really as simple as taking a wheel off and installing a wheel. So you can see, pull it off there, the axle is completely stock for the TRX4M. We have a 7mm hex in there, and also some other bits that just lock it to the axle, give it a little bit of play, but won't allow it to spin over itself. So then to install it, just slide that over, give it a twist, make sure that hex is interfaced with your axle. Put your nut back on, tighten it up, and that is how easy it is to install these tracks. So these tracks are for sale. The link is in the description below the video. They are on my Etsy store. Whenever I launch a new product or a new track like this, they'll probably be out of stock quite often in the coming weeks, and the reason for that is I'm a one-man band, guys. I print as much as I can and assemble as much as I can, but I still do have a 9 to 5 during the week, so just please be patient with me. Hopefully you can snag yourself a set, and we'll keep them rolling as fast as we possibly can over here. So before we jump into the running videos, I wanted to share a few details with you guys. The Bronco was running the low-range gearing for this video, while the Defender was running the factory gearing. I am definitely going to say I prefer the factory box stock gearing for these trucks running the tracks. It gives you a little more speed, keeps the tracks moving quickly, and the way that these tracks are designed as well, you actually get a little bit more reduction with the way that this system works. So basically, the additional reduction is like running a wheel the same size as this main cog gear here in the track. So I just wanted to call out what these vehicles were running. Other than that, they are bone stock. I've done 0 modifications to the speed controller or the motor or the servo. These stock platforms handle these tracks excellent. So let's jump into some running videos. I hope you guys enjoy my content. Again, I will ask, if you do like what I do, please feel free to subscribe or like the video. It really helps me out, and I just really enjoy seeing those numbers rise. So let's get to it. Let's see some running videos of these things and see how they perform. I hope you guys enjoyed those running videos. I had an absolute blast getting out to the dunes yesterday and today while tweaking the design a little bit more and more just to make them run better. But yeah, we don't have any snow here in Northwest Indiana yet, so we had to test it on the sand. These are mainly designed for snow in my personal opinion, but really anything soft and loose that wheels and tires tend to get stuck in, these things will handle okay. They're not great for rocks, they're not great for pavement just because this material does not have grip like rubber does, but when you've got something that moves all around you and it's fairly granular like snow or sand is, these things are going to perform way better than your stock tires or even some aftermarket ones. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video, guys. Again, if you want to get your very own set of tracks for your TRX4M, the link is in the description. The tracks are the same for either the Defender or the Bronco, so there's only one offering. And again, if they are out of stock, when you click on the link, don't worry. I'm constantly going to be working to add more to stock and just keep these things in stock as often as possible because I know there's a few of you guys that probably want to get your hands on them. So thank you again for taking an interest in this. Thanks for watching the video all the way through if you've made it this far, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.